Well, all right, here we are on another day of this adventure of the pallet wood guitar, or should I call it part pallet wood guitar? All right, I'm going to be taking the top or the body now out of the clamps. We're going to be cutting this out today. Once I get it cut out, what I'm going to do is I have this Minwax wood hardener. And I highly recommend this on like pine, anything that's spalted kind of woods. It really does a good job hardening the woods up. And I highly recommend it. I'd rather use that than not use it. And I just wish I'd have discovered it years ago. We're going to go ahead and take this out of the clamps now. Have another beautiful day out here in Alabama. In case you didn't know, that's where I'm at in Alabama. How I ended up here, I don't know, but that's where I'm at. I'm thinking about doing is, I got to redraw this out where these nail holes were at. I'm going to dig through my pile of nails I pulled out of these boards. I'm going to probably cut them off and then reinsert the nails back in here just because these nail holes up here will probably virtually go away because I have to wrap that out for the neck. And but anyway, that's pretty much, I'm not going to sand anything on here because I'll lose that patina that's on there. And yeah, it has edges, ridges and stuff on there, but I'm going to leave it on there. And then just adds to that pallet wood top, I think. What do you guys think? So anyway, there it is. I was looking for my magic marker. We're going to place this back on here. Lining up my, remember the center lines I was talking about earlier? You want to line your center lines up best you can. Where's that? There we are. And we're going to redraw that on there. I'm going to try and leave that fan off as much as I can. It's supposed to get pretty warm today. Then it's supposed to cool way down next week for a couple of days and warm back up again. Welcome to Alabama. And so I have to work and do what I can while the weather's nice. Yes, like many of you out there, I have health issues that I have to deal with too. So I do what I can do when I can do it. But anyway, we're going to take this over now to the bandsaw. I have to rearrange the camera. We'll take it over to the bandsaw and hook that all up. It's going to be noisier in heck because I hooked the vacuum up to the bandsaw, and it caused me to shut up. I know, I talk too much. Alrighty, I'll talk to you later. All right, here we go with this bandsaw. And what I like to do is, for me anyway, I notice a lot of you out there with bandsaws. I don't know, you scare me. But what I like to do is take the bandsaw and adjust that so it just is proud of that that piece, the piece that you're working on. And what this does, it just helps protect your hands so you don't cut your fingers off. And many of you guys, I see, especially the big bandsaws, you have these guards all the way up, and it's just pure bandsaw blade. Not a good practice, and I don't care how many years you've been doing it. That's just an accident waiting to happen. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to turn my vacuum on, and I'm going to start sawing. Let me go get my other glasses on. Yeah, it's tough getting old. You got to wear glasses to see, and you wear them, you still can't see. Mainly, I'll just use reading glasses. I have a pair of regular glasses, but they're more nuisance than they're worth. I can see pretty good without them, so. All right, here we go. Turn the vacuum on. Talk at you later. Well, all right, you can see that little bandsaw struggling to go through all this wood. So I'm going to cut it off here right for now, and I'm going to continue cutting on the bandsaw. And once I kind of get it more into shape, I'll bring you back in and show you what it looks like as a guitar body. All right, I'll talk to all you later on. All right, my tip of the day is when using a bandsaw, you might want to cut yourself in some reliefs going this way. Is that on camera? And so that when you cut around here, it's easier to turn your bandsaw blade in that, and these will pop off as you're cutting around. And we'll do a little bit up here in the top. But that's my tip of the day for using your bandsaw. You could also, and probably what I'm going to do too, is up here in the top. My assistant's helping me here. I'll probably do some up here in the top here just to make it easier when I come around there. But that's what it's looking like so far. Just rough cutting it in, and what we'll end up doing is taking it over to my oscillating table sander, and we'll get that all sanded in. I do not use a router to true up the sides anymore. Too many problems doing that, and I'm glad to see that some of you don't have those problems, but I always did. Usually around on these curves, you'll get a chip out, and you'll get to where you're fighting your router, and that's not a good thing. And so I've elected to go ahead and start sanding the sides down instead of using a router. And it's just safer. I had a bad accident years ago where I ran my hand through a tabletop router, and I ain't doing that no more. Alrighty, I'll bring you back in when I get more here. All right, we got it all rough cut in. See if I can get a good angle here. There she is, all rough cut in. Now we're going to take it through this oscillating bench sander from Harbor Freight here. And we're going to start working on getting the sides trued up. And then once this is finalized, then I'll put that Minwax wood hardener on here. And what I'm thinking about doing for the sides and the back, once we get that far, is I'm going to take my torch and burn it. See if we can get it to blend in a little bit better with the top. So that the back and sides aren't so white or yellow, whatever you want to call it. So here we go. I'm going to turn the vacuum on, start sanding away. I'll let the white show up for a little while, then we'll shut it off and I'll finish sanding it. I don't like to put too much time on the cell phone. All right, here we go. Nice. So as you can see, this is what we are after right here is that smoothness. And it looks like my top glued really good onto the main body. We have no gaps, no nothing showing. So that's a good sign. And that's what you do. You just work it and work it and work it. What I'm doing is, you see my line on here, I'm working it down into the line to make it more true with the template. And I do have these other residues of lines, and I'm going to experiment on see if I can get them off of there. I do plan on doing some kind of a round over on it, so that might cut into that somewhat. And like I said, if I burn the sides and stuff, we'll see how it goes. But it should make an interesting side. That top has got some really cool looking striping going on in it. That should make it look like binding going around there. So I think it's going to come out pretty nice. And I'm going to finish this up off camera now, and I'll bring it back in once I get it all done, for as far as sanding the sides and stuff. And I'm going to take a picture of my t-shirt. And so anyway, it's coming right along. It's starting to look like a guitar, and or a git fiddle. And I'm getting excited for this. I really like how it's coming out. I hope the patina stays on it. And like I said, these nail holes here, I'm going to put some nails back in there just because. And because I've never seen anybody do that before, mainly. So anyway, I'll bring it back in once I get further along. All right. I took a little bit of this paint thinner here to clean that up. I'm going to use this hardener on there. Right there. I don't have my helper out here right now, so I gotta make sure this is all on camera. Well, let's see what this looks like. Oh, I drew this all up on my oscillating sander over there. I had to change to the little dowel sander, I guess let's call it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing something I always tell you not to do. I'm going to sprinkle this on there. Take a paper towel and start rubbing it on in. And this stuff soaks in really, really fast. The drier it is, the more it soaks in. So this pallet wood is really, really dry. We're just going to do the top for now, because I got other things I want to do on the back. I want to do a tummy cut and all that. I just want to get this pallet wood stabilized as best as I can. I try to get the markers off of there. I think some of it will fade in to the patina. It'll be all right. So anyway, I'm really liking the looks of this. Yeah, that paper towel really shredding here on me. Bought these cheaper ones and I don't like them at all, so I'm gonna go back to my other ones. Anyway, there it is. I gotta let this cure for 24 hours, so I won't be able to touch this for another 24 hours, or at least overnight. And I'm going to do a lot of editing on this. video. My landlord came by and with her son, kind of interrupted what I was doing there. That's all right. Gives me more practice editing. There she is. What do y'all think, huh? Did you think Pallet would look that good? Use your imaginations out there making guitars. You'll be surprised where it goes. And like I said, now I gotta let this dry for a little while, overnight, and then I'll come back in tomorrow. And I'm gonna do a tummy cut on the back. Probably, maybe I'll figure out where I'm gonna put my volume and control knobs, and then cut the control plate cavity out. Since it's already hollowed on this side, all I gotta do is cut for the lid. Do some round overs, stuff like that. What do you guys think about my idea about burning the back? I'm gonna experiment. I still gotta sand off on here, but I'm gonna take my torch and start burning it, just to see if I can get it to blend in a little bit better with the front. To me, it's just too white. It's either that or I'm going to find some black stain the whole sides and stuff. But look at the sides here. Isn't that going to be an interesting binding on there? I think so. And this is really cool. It'll look like binding when I'm done here. And I see here where I need to put it back through the sander and sand this off smooth some more. We'll probably do that tomorrow too. Alrighty, I'll let you go. That's about all I can say right now. Next week, if weather is okay and my wife is okay, she's got to go in for some minor surgery next week. And so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, she hasn't been feeling too good herself, so it's part of life anymore. But anywho, we are well on our way of having us a guitar here, and I hope you guys have been all watching the videos, because you can really see it transform from the first day I was gathering the wood until what it looks like today. Alrighty, y'all. Be at peace, and I'll be talking at you.